Hello, everyone. Welcome to another meditation on the journey within. If you're new, most welcome. If you've been meditating with us before, then you know how we do this. Please be seated comfortably. You can sit on a chair, or like me, you can sit on the floor or on the ground. Anything is okay as long as you're comfortable. You're taking these 15, 20, 30 minutes out just for yourself, so please make sure you sit comfortably and you take this time out for yourself. My name is Manika. I live in Brisbane, Australia, and a few of you might have seen me here with a few meditations before. I've been practicing Sahaja Yoga for the last almost 4 to 5 years. And it's an honor and a privilege to be sitting here and sharing this experience with all of you. So today, we're going to be talking a little bit about self-worth, about self-esteem. It's a very difficult topic. At the same time, it's very, very simple. I mean, if I sometimes think about what is self-esteem and what is ego, it gets a bit confusing. And there's a very fine line of difference between the two, and that makes it sometimes quite hard to decipher. So today, let's break it down and we'll try to understand what exactly self-esteem is. So we'll keep it simple for today. This is going to be a 3-part series again, like the peace and satisfaction series that we did before. So hopefully you will see me here every Monday for the next 2 weeks as well. So let's start. As always, we always begin a meditation by raising our energy, putting ourselves into abandon. So if you haven't done this before, you can see on the screen and follow me. So your right hand goes around your left hand, goes on top of your head, and you make 1 knot. Then you do this again for the second time, and this time you make 2 knots. For the third time, your right hand goes around your left, goes up slowly, and this time we make 3 knots. And now we build a rainbow around ourselves, and we come back. This is 1, and we do this 7 times. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. As always, when we want to receive something, we have to have open hands. So, general rule of thumb here is we will always keep our hands open, palm facing upwards, even if you're sitting on a chair. So wherever you're sitting, just keep your hands palm facing upwards and sit comfortably until unless I tell you to put it somewhere else. So if in case I tell you to put your right hand on your heart, I will specifically give you instructions for that. Otherwise, just keep your hands open, palms facing upwards in your lap. So today I'm going to share a small experience with you, because when I was preparing for this topic, I was doing a bit of thinking, like it's a challenging topic, how do we go about explaining it in a way which is easy enough and relatable enough for everybody, because no 2 individuals are alike. Like your journey and my journey is completely different, yet we're still the same. So I might have different kind of issues and you might be facing different kind of issues in your life. But where is that meeting ground for us? So we can all relate to that one topic and understand where and how we can help ourselves, where we can understand what exactly this self-esteem is on our own level, in our own journeys. So it got me thinking, and I thought I'll share an experience from my life, something that has been a recent I would say I've been thinking about and improving myself on something. And so it's a recent thing that I've been fighting my own fight with. So it's my own experience. So if I have to do something, and I think I'll be honest here, I think I've been doing this for many, many years. So it has become a part of my personality. So things which become a part of your personality, something that you've been living and performing for almost say 20, 25 years, it's very hard to get rid of that problem, right? So in my case, I'm creative. I come from a creative background, and with my creative work, I think I come with a mental block wherein I can't meet deadlines on time. Like, time has been my biggest challenge, like completing things on time, reaching somewhere on time, getting ready on time. It has been so bad to a point that if we have an engagement where we're supposed to reach at 7, 10 minutes to 7, I start getting ready. And I'm telling you, I don't do this because I want to be late. I do this because of who I am. I just generally get late. Now, obviously, it is my mistake. It is my fault that I am late. For example, in this case, if you're supposed to reach somewhere at 7 o'clock, and if I am getting ready at 6:50, so obviously I'm not even leaving home by 7. So say I leave, even if I get ready in like 10-15 minutes at a record speed, and even if we leave the house at 7:05 or 7:10, we're not reaching the venue before, say, 7:45 or 8 o'clock. That means I am running late by almost an hour. Whose mistake is that? Obviously mine. But when I reach that place, and obviously you get stares, you get asked you're late, which is like an obvious thing to do. You know what happens with me? My ego comes in. I never accept that I'm late. I never accept that I'm late because of my own fault. I will try to find 101 excuses as to why I am late. But I will never accept that it was my mistake and that I am late because of my own lethargy or whatever reason it is. It could be a genuine reason. It could be just because I'm being a little lazy or anything of that matter. So this is something that I realized of late, that I make so many excuses. If I don't meet my deadlines on time, if I don't finish my work on time, if I am late at reaching somewhere, which mostly happens, I always look for excuses. And then it got me thinking that obviously it's not good to make excuses. It's not good to be late. It's not good to not meet deadlines on time. But what I could not understand is that obviously people who are waiting for me, who've reached on time, they feel bad. They feel like I'm not valuing their time and I'm not reaching somewhere on time because I don't probably value them enough. In my case, in my defense, that is never the case. It's not like I'm trying to be less respectful of them, but I think I am less respectful of myself because I don't value my time enough. And I never realized that till the longest time. It was only recently when my husband kept telling me that you need to look into this, this is a problem. This is genuinely a problem. I couldn't understand how do I tackle it and where is the problem rooted in? What is the problem? So in this case, in very simple words, without making it complex, I'll break it down. The problem is that if I'm late or if I fail to do something on time, my ego readily comes to cover it up. So I make excuses. Inherently, what happens in the background is that I am fearful. I'm afraid because I know I have made a mistake. I know I haven't met the deadline. I know if I was supposed to submit a project on time, and if I haven't met the deadline, I have a fear inside me which is telling me that you are at fault. But because I don't want to accept it. I don't want to put myself in the spot where I'm saying that it's my mistake. My ego readily comes and covers it up with 101 excuses, head held high, it's not my fault. But that's ego. In that way, I am being disrespectful to myself. I am also being disrespectful to the other person who is either expecting the work from me, or the person who is waiting for me for that engagement that I am 1 hour late for. And if I can't respect myself, then I obviously cannot respect anybody else. And in most cases, what happens is that we do not understand our own self-esteem till it is challenged by anybody else. Like if it is challenged by an external circumstance where somebody is saying something to you and you feel like your ego, your self-respect is being challenged, it's only then we realize that we have self-esteem and we should have self-esteem. On day-to-day basis, in day-to-day activities, we fail to be respectful of our own self. And that is the problem. So my breakdown to this problem today is that we need to tackle fear, which is inherently deep-seated inside us, which in our own circumstances is always giving us that insecurity, which challenges our self-esteem. Secondly, the ego, which comes in the way for us to realize that the fear is there. The ego covers and creates such a barrage in between that we cannot even realize that the problem is there. So if you don't see the problem, you will never tackle it. You will never get rid of it. So ego just creates that barrier in between, and we feel like the problem is not there. It doesn't exist. So we keep fighting it. And the third thing is the guilt. The guilt that comes automatically because of like the result of that circumstance. The result of lack of self-respect, lack of self-esteem, the lack of respect for ourselves results in a bit of guilt. It's residual guilt. In some people, it might be a lot of guilt. In some people, it might be a little bit of guilt. And some people might not even realize that the guilt is there, but it will most likely be a residual guilt. Now in Sahaja Yoga, we've always said, I forgive. A very easy technique of putting your hand on your forehead, bending your head down, and just saying, I forgive. In the same way, we also forgive ourselves. And we also put our right hand on our left side of the neck and we say, I am not guilty. These affirmations are very, very powerful. Very powerful. But I just want to make like a small disclaimer here. These affirmations come with a lot of responsibility. You can say, I am not guilty, because it's a mistake that you might have done. Your mistakes do not define who you are. As the title of this meditation, things that we might have done in the past, things that we do, actions that we take, we can always change them. We can change ourselves. So they do not define who you are. They do not define your personality. They are just things that you have done, and you can always get rid of them by saying, I forgive myself and I am not guilty. But having said that, it does not mean that we keep committing the same mistakes over and over again and keep forgiving ourselves or keep saying, I am not guilty. These affirmations come with the responsibility that you have to understand that you might have done it in the past. And this is the time when you can bring that change in yourself. So you can say, I am not guilty. I am not the mistakes I might have done. I forgive myself. But that's like a promise that you won't do these mistakes again. At least consciously you won't. If you tend, like human is to error, if you tend to make a mistake again, you do not have to punish yourself. You do not have to go in massive guilt. Forgive yourself. Say you're not guilty. And try not to make those mistakes again. And that is the essence of bringing a change in yourself. So now that we've understood the basic complexities that come in the background of any problem, which is fear, guilt, and ego, we'll tackle them one at a time. So let's start our meditation. With our hands in our lap, we will slowly close our eyes. Give our shoulders a bit of a shake. And breathe in. Hold your breath. And breathe out. Breathe in. Hold your breath. And breathe out. Breathe in one more time. Hold your breath and breathe out. Now bring your right hand on your heart with your left hand still open, palm facing upward in your lap. If you are unsure at any time, you can always look at the screen. And then whenever you're sure, you can close your eyes. Now with the right hand on our heart, let us try to feel our little heart beating inside. The life that is inside of us. And with full confidence, let us say, Mother, I am not this fear. Say it with full confidence one more time. Mother, I am not this fear. I am not this insecurity. I am not this insecurity. I am the love and compassion within me. I am pure love within me. Now let's bring our right hand on our neck on the left side. So nestle it where your neck meets the shoulder. And gently turn your neck towards the right. And here we will say, Mother, I am not guilty. I am not guilty. I am not guilty. Whatever mistakes I may have done, they are all in the past. Whatever actions I might have taken, they are all in the past. For anything I may have done knowingly or unknowingly, today I am not guilty. Mother, please remove all the guilt from my left side. Now let's bring our right hand on our forehead and gently bend your head down into your palm as if you're nursing a headache. Now here we will say, Mother, I forgive everyone. I forgive anyone who may have challenged my self-esteem. I forgive everyone. Anyone who may have hurt me knowingly or unknowingly, I forgive everyone. There is no need to think of any specific person or incident. Just say, I forgive everyone. Now let's gently bring our right hand at the back of our head, and this time we will bend our head backwards. And here we will say, Mother, I forgive myself for all the mistakes I may have done knowingly or unknowingly. I forgive myself. I forgive myself. I am not guilty and I forgive myself. Now, by stretching your hand and placing your palm directly on the top of your head, right in the center, we will gently massage our scalp in clockwise direction 7 times. And here we will say with full confidence, Mother, you are the divine love flowing within me. Mother, you are the sense of security within me. Mother, you are the confidence within me. You are the fearlessness within me. You are the self-worth within me. and you are the self-esteem within me. Mother, please make me respectful towards myself and towards everybody else, because you are the compassion within me. Now let's bring our right hand in our lap and let us say one final time with full confidence, Mother, you are the silence within me. You are the silence within me that gives me the strength to bear the truth. You are the silence within me that gives me the gravity to bear the truth. And this silence is my fort. So let us continue to be in meditation for a few minutes, maintaining this silence within. Let us gently open our eyes. I hope you could find that silence within yourself. And the general idea is to expand this silence as much as possible. Because in the chaos of all the thoughts that we have, this silence is like a fort which gives you clarity of thought, clarity of your actions, and it gives you scope to change yourself, to bring about that change in your life and your lifestyle. In this fort, the insecurity and ego cannot survive. So, as much as possible, try to bring yourself in silence as much as possible. Just to conclude, the story that I told you before of myself and how I had been making all these excuses, this silence has slowly started giving me the strength to accept that I am at fault when I am at fault. It has given me the courage to feel enough self-respect for myself to stand up and say that, yes, it was my fault and I am trying to change myself, which is also what I'm doing today in front of all of you, accepting that we all have our own shortcomings, but our shortcomings do not define us. We can change ourselves and we can bring that change in our life. The only step that you have to take is be respectful of yourself. Have that self-esteem. And whenever you feel that you are at a loss, whenever you feel like you are unable to find that balance, this is what you should do. Just put your right hand on your heart and just say with full confidence, I am a pure spirit. I am the love and compassion within me. And I am the security within me. I am the fearlessness within me. I am a pure spirit. And I respect myself. So every time when you're in a dilemma, whenever you feel like you are unable to face your circumstances, just take these few affirmations. If you feel like there is some anger attached to your problems, just forgive. And do not carry any guilt on your shoulders. And it should hopefully really help you to be more worthy of yourself, because we are all worth it. So keep practicing this for this week, and hopefully you'll see a change in yourself. And a heart which is strong is the only heart that can bear the truth. And truth is so liberating. Saying it is so liberating. Facing your faults is so liberating. And bringing that change is very empowering. So I hope you can empower yourself. We will see you next week at the same time. But before we finish today's meditation, there is a very special 4-minute talk that we have selected for you to watch today. The talk is given by the founder of Sahaja Yoga. Her name is Her Holiness Shri Mataji Nirmala Devi. And she is the source of all this knowledge and wisdom that at least I have in my life. And hopefully you can benefit from that as well. So continue to be in meditation for some more time, and with your attention on the top of your head, just listen to this talk, which is about 4 minutes, and I'll see you on the other side.
What is needed for a guru is self-esteem. This is a very important point people don't realize, the self-esteem. To achieve the self-esteem, we have to introspect. I know that today I am not what I was before I am a realizer. I have got powers. Of course, I have powers. Powers of love, powers of compassion, powers of grasping things, powers of creativity, powers of giving realizations to others. Nobody had these powers. But somehow or other in Sahaja Yoga, we are not self-conscious. And we should not be self-conscious because that can give you ego. But we should have self-esteem. I am a guru. I am a guru. I am not an ordinary person. I am not on the street. I am something special. I am on the shores of truth. I have to salvage the people who are blind, who are mad, all kinds of things. In the most chaotic conditions, this world is today. So at that time, a kind of a silence will come within you. When there will be any such crisis, immediately will become extremely silent. But this is again a state I am telling. So now, if there is something that makes you upset or makes you unhappy, try to reach that point, that axis, which is just silence. And this silence will make you really powerful. Because this silence is not only yours. When you are in that silence, you are in the silence of the cosmos. Silence of the cosmos. And the silence of the cosmos works for you. You are in connection with that cosmic power, we can call it, but it's more than that, it's divine power, I should say. Divine power which is working all the cosmos. So if you just become silent within yourself, know that you are sitting in the kingdom of God.
I hope you enjoyed today's session, and I hope it gave you enough tools to feel a bit more empowered, so that whenever you're in a situation that challenges you, that challenges your self-esteem, you can practice these affirmations and take to silence within, which is your ultimate fort. Like I said before, this fort is where the ego and the fear and the insecurity, they cannot breach the walls of this fort ever. So I hope you'll be able to take to that silence. And we will have another session soon on as the second part of this series, where we will be going deeper on the same topic. As always, there are layers and layers. So today we've only tackled the first layer of insecurity and fear. We will be going deeper inside in the next session, and hopefully that will empower you even more. So we'll see you next time. And before we close the session, as always, we will raise our attention. And so our right hand goes around the left, goes on top of the head, and we knot once. And we do this the second time. And this time we put on 2 knots. And for the third, there will be 3 knots. And then let's build the rainbow around ourselves 7 times. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. We look forward to seeing you again, and have a beautiful day ahead.